Hello and a warm greeting from Scotland Itinerary, here in Bonnie, Scotland. We create detailed travel itineraries for your day trips or longer breaks across Scotland. In this video itinerary, we will walk you through an itinerary featuring free places to see and visit in Edinburgh. We will also be recommending places to eat near the sites you'll visit. These won't be free, but we'll let you know the cost so you can budget accordingly. This itinerary is a full day out starting at 9:30 AM and finishing at 4:30 PM, or you have options to extend your day by making your very own chocolate or visiting a spooky graveyard. You'll find details for these other attractions in our Day Out in Edinburgh video. We have assumed you are already in Edinburgh due to a 9:30 AM start. However, if you are travelling into the city, our Day Out in Edinburgh video also covers your transport options. We have included the link to this video in the comment section below this one. Together with this video, we have created an All the Stuff You'll Need page, which gives you all the links you'll need to book free tickets or reserve spaces at eateries. You will also find a free download of this itinerary, plus a map showing the location of all the places we feature in this video to help you navigate your way around. Walking time between places on this itinerary is about 45 minutes. The distance is approximately 2 miles. This doesn't include the time or distance that you'll spend walking around attractions. As this video has been created with Edinburgh and COVID level Tier 3, days and times of opening have been reduced for attractions and eateries. Some attractions and eateries are only open at weekends or during the week. Due to this, we have created 2 itineraries, one for you to follow during the week and one you can follow at the weekend. So now that's the basics covered, let's get started with breakfast at 9:30 AM to give you some energy for your walk up Calton Hill, one of the most prominent hills in Edinburgh. There are 2 options for breakfast which are open every day of the week. They are Snacks Cafe and Taste of Italy. Snacks Cafe won a Scottish Breakfast Takeaway Award in 2019. The cafe is a cheap and cheerful wee cafe. There isn't much seating inside, but if you can't get a seat, they do tasty breakfast takeaways, hence the reason for the award. Portions are large, so it is good value for money. Breakfast rolls with one filling start at £1.80, and if you have a huge appetite, they serve the biggest breakfast for only £5.80. Taste of Italy is an all-day casual dining cafe with a breakfast menu that offers good value for money too. If the weather isn't great, there are plenty of seats inside to escape the weather. Try a traditional bowl of their Scottish porridge with a topping of your choice for £3.50, or opt for our personal favourite, the Eggs Benedict with smoked salmon for £6.50. They also do an excellent range of coffees. There's no need to book in advance as both cafes accept customers on a first-come, first-served basis. Now you are energised, it's time to make your way up to Calton Hill, which is part of the Edinburgh UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can access the hill via stairs located in Waterloo Place next to Howie's restaurant, or from the Grand Royal Terrace on the north side. It takes about 15 minutes uphill to reach the top, but it's worth it to see some stunning architecture and spectacular views of the city. It can be quite windy, so make sure you are comfortably wrapped up. At the top you will see a 360-degree panorama, including the craggy rocks of Arthur's Seat, the ancient volcano, views down to Leith, Firth of Forth and over Princes Street towards the castle. On and around the hill itself, you'll find some iconic monuments and buildings. You'll see the unfinished National Monument, planned to be a direct replica of the Athens Pantheon. As you'll see, the monument remains unfinished, as only half the money needed was collected. Work stopped in 1829, leaving only the 12 columns you see today. Another monument you will see is the Nelson Monument. This was built between 1807 and 1815. It is shaped like an upturned telescope and was built to commemorate Admiral Lord Nelson. In 1852, a large time ball was installed at the top of the tower to drop exactly at 1 o'clock for ships to check the accuracy of their chronometers. However, on foggy days the time ball was invisible, and so in 1861 the 1 o'clock gun from Edinburgh Castle was introduced so the signal could be heard too. Edinburgh's Old City Observatory is also located here. The first astronomer who worked here was Professor Thomas Henderson, who discovered how to measure the distance of stars. The City Observatory has lain neglected for years, but has now been reinvented into a new home for contemporary art called Collective. The exhibition space and City Observatory is free to visit with the option of making a donation. It is open from Thursday to Sundays. Another monument you will see in the foreground of many a skyline shot of Edinburgh is the Dugald Stewart Monument, a memorial to the Scottish philosopher completed in 1831. It is modelled on the Tower of the Winds in Athens and is a great viewpoint to take some excellent photos of the city. If you'd like to know more detail of the history of all the monuments you can see, you can access the link to the Edinburgh World Heritage website on our All the Stuff You'll Need page. After your visit to Carnegie Hill, you should then head over to Cannongate on the eastern end of the famous Royal Mile. Cannongate took its name from the route that the church canons of Holyrood Abbey took to Edinburgh. From Cannongate, head into the cobbled Dunbar's Close. You'll find it next to the Cannongate Kirk. The close opens up into a beautiful walled garden oasis, styled with the character of a 17th century garden. There are benches throughout the close where you can take some time to soak up the atmosphere of this garden oasis before heading back out onto the Royal Mile. It's worth noting that as you walk along the Royal Mile, you will see many archways leading off it called closes or wynds. They are worth exploring as each have their own unique character. Walking up Cannongate, you will see the Museum of Edinburgh on the left, which is housed in the quaint mustard-coloured Huntly House. This free museum, along with the People's Story Museum across the road, are closed at the moment due to the COVID pandemic. However, if they are open at the time you follow this itinerary, they are definitely worth a visit. You will get a fascinating insight into the history of Edinburgh with historic artefacts and exhibits using real stories of the local people. Next to the Museum of Edinburgh, you'll see the entrance to Bakehouse Close, named after the bakers that used to live there. Walking through the archway dating back to 1570, you'll emerge into the close. If you've watched Outlander Season 3, you'll recognise it as Carfax Close, where Jamie ran Malcolm's print shop. This is a great wee place to stop and get a photo. As you make your way along Cannongate, you will see many independent Scottish boutiques and shops where you can pick up a wee treat for yourself or a gift. If you are following this itinerary at the weekend, then we have recommended the next stop as the Scottish Storytelling Centre. It is a lovely atmosphere and is open Friday to Sunday from 10 until 6. The Storytelling Court is open to the public and includes an interactive story wall, Scottish stories and a programme of temporary displays. You can also browse around the eclectic bookshop in the medieval John Knox house and the gift shop selling various items created by local artists. After a busy morning taking in the sights, it will be time for lunch. In the cafe of the centre is the very popular haggis box that do takeaways or sit-ins. If you haven't tried our traditional Scottish dish, then this is a great opportunity. A portion of Scottish haggis, neeps and tatties, topped with whisky and mustard or red wine gravy sauce will only set you back £6. If you are following this itinerary during the week, then make your way from Cannongate to Dovecot Studios. Dovecot Studios has been named Edinburgh's most interesting gallery by The Times. It is a world-famous tapestry studio collaborating with international artists to make exceptional hand-woven tapestries and rugs. There is a viewing gallery where you can get a fascinating insight into how the tapestries are made. It is also a centre for contemporary art, craft and design. It runs some exciting exhibitions, so it's worth checking out what's on when you plan to visit. For lunch, we recommend Pink's, which is located in Dovecot Studios and is run by the well-established Pinkerton's Catering. Pink's menu includes warming hot pots, salads, soups, homemade bread and indulgent biscuits. Prices are very reasonable, starting at £3.50 for suits, but our favourite is their Scottish take on a croque monsieur. The croque mon Scot at £4.95, filled with Scottish ham and mull of Kintyre cheddar. The cafe can get busy, and due to limited seating for social distancing, it is recommended that you book in advance. If you require gluten-free, vegetarian or vegan options, then let them know at time of booking. The next stop on the itinerary is the National Museum of Scotland. This is the UK's most visited attraction outside of London. It really is a world of discovery all under one roof, and it's suitable for all ages. Your journey will start in the spectacular light-filled atrium called the Grand Gallery. You can travel back in time through Scottish history, or you can view the famous Lewis chess pieces used in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You can also get up close with hundreds of fascinating animals in the natural world. The museum is the first museum or gallery in Scotland available to explore online via Google Street View. Now it's 4:30 p.m, and if you're not ready to go home just yet, then remember to watch our Day Out in Edinburgh video for some more ideas. As well as our detailed itineraries, we are also creating a series of videos called The Best. These videos will feature what we consider to be the best accommodation, places to eat, things to see and do to maximise your experience on days out and holidays across Scotland. As with all our videos, we will share the prices and location map for all the places we feature so you can easily choose and find one which suits you. As our current focus is on Edinburgh, in our next video we are featuring Edinburgh's best cafes. As you know, wherever you are, it's great to find a place to recharge and reflect on your day so far. Our short list of cafes are rated on their surroundings, tasty quality food and good customer service. We'd love to hear your feedback about this video, or tell us what itinerary you would like us to feature in the comments section below. See you soon and haste you back.